Holding this family spirit light body coming forward. Alright, y'all, as I told you I was going to do the video about the entities that I seen on the astral plane. Before I get into this, though, understand I'm not trying to get you to worship anything. You know, I'm not into all that. Also, we want to keep in mind that all is self. So all these different gods and goddesses and spiritual entities, from the lowest spirit on the totem pole to the highest spirit on the totem pole, is all one entity. So when people say, oh, they're worshiping all these different gods and goddesses, blah, 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 but they're all different aspects of the one, right? So understand, some of these were, I've seen some spirits, you see what I'm saying? I couldn't even begin to describe to you what it was in the underworld. Some of them I've seen in my own vicinity, like in my house, you see what I'm saying? Like in the living quarters, and others, you know, I've seen like on the astral plane, or like in between the waking and sleeping state, right? Like this goddess here, Ishtar, Inanna, Venus. Now throughout humanity's existence, she's taken different forms. A lot of people think that this is evil because they don't really understand the snake and the bird and how these different energies are actually within your body. And so what you want to look at is that how, like, even when they had the snake goddesses and stuff like that, like you see this Hindu snake goddess, some people would look at this and be like, oh, that's evil. But no, the snake is like the sine wave. It's personified as energy. So it's not necessarily that they're worshiping snakes. It's the energy. You see what I'm saying? And like I said before, that if anything really exists here with these gods and goddesses and all this different stuff that we talk about, it's the energy. Energy is very real. They can't even describe what it is. Go look at my video I did like a year ago talking about what is energy. See what I'm saying? But this picture you're seeing right here, y'all, this is the closest form that I seen to Venus. I was tripping on shrooms, and I was laying on my couch, and I was looking up at the ceiling, and I seen a face almost identical to that. It was a little bit different, though. And that was the closest picture I could find, and it was just looking at me. And I remember saying, like, why are you so mad at me? And it never said anything. It was wild, y'all, but that's the closest that I ever seen Venus. And, okay, the next one is Mother Sekhmet. All right, Mother Sekhmet. Awesome goddess. And you know, at the time, I didn't even know anything about Mother Sekhmet. And at the time when that happened with Venus, I didn't know nothing about her either. So this was all stuff that, you know, happened to me, and then I discovered it. So I'm sitting up there on the couch, and that night I was playing my PS4, and it was a thunderstorm, and I was getting real tired. I was like starting to almost nod off, and I was like, man, let me go ahead and, you know, wrap this up. And I'm nodding, and then all of a sudden I look. And I look to my left, and I see this being right here crawling up to me on all fours. And I just remember seeing the black dreads and the lion head. And I was like, man, what the fuck? And I kind of, you know how you like shake your head and you hit a double take? Oh, man, what the hell was that? I'm like, okay, that was weird. It didn't scare me. It wasn't no negative energy. It was just like, that was weird, you know? But later on that night, fried my PS4. I think she was saying, yo, you need to stay on the spiritual path. Stop fooling around. Now this right here, y'all, this was the ultimate experience. One night, in fact, it was February 28th, 2018. I went to go lay my head down. As soon as my head hit the pillow, y'all, I was instantly magnetized to the heavens. My spirit came directly from my body as soon as my head hit the pillow. Directly from my body, my spirit was magnetized to the heavens. And as my consciousness is suspended in the heavens, I see this great platform appear with this egg on it. And this egg begins to glow this structure. Now, it wasn't a gold egg, but it was an egg on this platform. And it begins to glow a bright light that it was so bright that it blinded me. I couldn't even see. And after the light stopped, then it was like the egg had like these scales. It was like, you know how like pine cones are, and it began to open up. And as it began to open up, it started spiraling out. How you see these spirals right here coming from this picture. This was a picture drawn by a man who's seen Hiranyagarbha in his mind's eye. That's how you say that, Hiranyagarbha. And this was explained to be the creator. And as these pine cones, the scales started spiraling out like you're seeing right here, spirals, it began to create a grid. And it was like showing me like how the matrix, how the entire reality was created. And that's why I always said, like, I can even show you guys the picture that I drew of it or whatever, what I just explained to you. And I always always said, I made a video about this about a year ago, talking about how, wow, I felt like intuitively that was the creator showing me how creation was created, and in my soul, it was telling me that like that was like a spiritual initiation, self-initiated. Because I don't deal with any of the factions, no secret, societies, and, none of these boules and none of that stuff. I'm not involved in any of that. I'm just a young, inquisitive man. You see what I'm saying? I always have been. I told my first grade teacher I wanted to be a preacher. And as I told y'all, not for no religion, not for no money, just for the truth, man. And I'm not saying this anything. I'm not saying I would never take money. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that, like, there's no motive, is what I'm saying. Nothing but the truth, y'all. Spirit, light, body, till I come forward. Wholeness.